Ladies and gentlemen, at the start of every single month, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running so I can do this full time as your planetary defense commander. And I got 3.5 days left in my September fundraiser. I've only got $1,297 left to raise with 3.5 days left to go. If you'd like to make a contribution, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, and a Patron, and I will do everything I can to bring you all the important information in what can be a very dangerous September. All right, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people kind of lose their minds. And industrial engineer Irene Chagos is showing us in SUVI images an eruption of the filament on the northeast side of the sun is observed. And that is a big filament burst, baby. I don't think it's Earth-directed, though. And in earthquake news, we had a 6.2 earthquake in Chagos, Archipelago region, which is pretty much straight across from the 6.5 that happened in the Mid-Atlantic region yesterday. So that's interesting. There's a lot of activity on this longitude, or is it latitude? They're kind of like stalactites and stalagmites. Sometimes I get them confused. Boom. Last night we had a KP5 index geomagnetic storm happening, and the auroras were kicking due to the fast-moving solar wind hitting our planet. We are watching Typhoon Maysak, which will be approaching South Korea early Wednesday morning. And I don't know if you know this, but South Korea getting hit by typhoons is pretty rare. And if you're high enough, you got to see an awesome aurora action from the Index KP5 solar storm. And that was definitely a big bag burst from the very pretty filament. The sun just gave us a great show of a very pretty filament eruption taking place on the Earth-facing disk, rather off-limb. Let's wait and see what the CME will look like in the coronagraphs. But as of now, it seems definitely directed more towards stereo A than Earth, which is probably good news, because that looks like that plasma could be in your face. Well, man, I think I've been having an upset stomach all day, and I think it's messing with my mental health. So if I say dumb stuff, please forgive me. One big story over the last month through August has been the amazing, dangerous wildfires that have not only been happening in California, but pretty much all up the west coast of the USA, Canada, and even into the Arctic. Alex Elizabeth says, y'all, I'm panicking. I have family, friends that can't get out of the fire area because of the roads being closed. My mom's video, they just finally got through and got home. Please pray for Mapleton, Oregon. And 2020 is so crazy, I would recommend praying for them and everyone. I think we all need it. And in this video, everybody's going to be happy. The people who love Yellowstone doom will love to know from the Tornado Kid, the Yellowstone Geyser roars back to life after taking a long break for 6.5 years. So, yay, Yellowstone doom. And snow weenies, you can definitely rejoice because Big Sky Resort is showing snow on August 31st. The countdown to ski season is on, with 87 days left until we open on Thanksgiving. So there you go. It's going to be a little bit of everything for everybody. My unofficial partner in weather crime prevention, Cranky Weather Guy, the best weatherman on the planet. That is not an open wave, and it is sending this sequence into hyperdrive. The inclusion is likely responsible for the proposed eastward slip of week 1 and 2 and 3, the September pattern for us out east. So yeah, we will definitely be looking for major hurricane activity starting around the 9th or 10th of September. So buckle up. Hey, Asteroid Fight Club, we've got a 0.03 lunar distance asteroid that's 30 meters wide flying by Earth tomorrow. So keep a lookout for that. Although I'm not that worried about asteroids because Asteroid Fight Club is pretty awesome. Dude, it feels like I'm going to die of acid reflux. Is that a thing? Oh, what a dumb thing to die of. How'd Thor die? Yeah, acid reflux. Anyway, this is the Typhoon Maysak, South Carolina, you better watch out. This thing looks dangerous. Could get up to Category 3. I'm definitely not Hungary at the moment, but I am talking about your severe weather outlook. Severe storms with large hail, severe winds, and torrential excessive rainfall are likely across parts of Hungary, Romania, Ukraine, and Belarus, along with the frontal system on Tuesday. So look out, because the orange means severe weather, possible tornadoes, heavy hail, and straight line winds. Meredith Garofalo letting us know we got new severe weather thunderstorm watch now in place through this evening from Wichita Falls through Oklahoma City up through southeast Kansas. Biggest threats will be destructive wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour, hail 2.5 inches in diameter, and an isolated tornado. What, just one? No chance of two? Right. So that's like Texas extending on up. Here, industrial engineer Irene Quiores is showing us the filament that is extending out and keeping its shape as it pops off the sun. 3 days from now, we're going to be looking for an excessive rainfall outlook in this red region. In yellow, you're going to have some pretty heavy rain as well. Green, y'all can handle that shiz. Looks like a big pickle that's gone bad. We're tracking this thing for sure, but most models have it being pushed out into the Pacific, although some models say it could extend up or go through the Yucatan. I will keep you guys posted. Definitely. MJ Ventris, it's hard to ignore the notion that the past 8 consecutive cycles of the UKMO model has developed a tropical cyclone over the Atlantic's main development region later this week, but it's been happening. 8 consecutive cycles have shown a pretty nasty hurricane-looking thing headed to the west, which would be us, and us being the USA and the Caribbean Islands. So we will keep an eye on it. Hey, if you stick around to the end of this show, I will show you the scary GFS freak show that's been happening. What? Yeah, some of the models have been drawn up some long-range activity that definitely is going to send 1 or 2 or 3 hurricanes our way. So definitely around the 10th, we are expecting more hurricane activity. So rest up if you can. Carl Batom's Mr. Sungrazer comment. I love it when folks send me stuff like this. The Soho enthusiast Robert Picard has put together this really awesome compilation stacking of several of Soho's brightest sungrazers over the past 20 years. Yeah, that's interesting. Look at those comets. They look like flying angels. That's what I like to think of them as, flying angels. Comets are like cat dragging dirty snowballs. You never know what they're going to do. Everybody's freaking out about the 600 DM Ridge for the Canadian Maritimes. And if it stays there and does do what is projected around the 10th of September, this would mean this would cut off an escape route for hurricanes. So that could be dangerous for the East Coast and Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. See, it's got like an 8% chance of going into the Gulf. That's what I'm trying to say. Most of them are like, yeah, we're pushing it out. But 2 of them are like, hell no, it's 2020. So I will be paying attention as long as I don't die from acid reflux. Maybe I have an ulcer. You know, planetary defense commanders are pretty dang stressful, especially since like everybody's resigned to having some weird ass civil war. Yeah. And I'm like, man, we gotta work as a team, forgive each other, work together. And everyone's like, no, we don't. Geoff's like, hey man, this is the most impressive shelf cloud I've ever seen. I was like, well, it's one of the most impressive alien undercover cloud thingies I've ever seen. Asterisk. Yeah, and smoke continues to just pour out of the West Coast, man. It's a wild, wild, wild situation. We're talking about 2 to 3 inches of rain forecast for parts of southwest Virginia and northwest North Carolina. And the region is a moderate risk zone for flash flooding. So don't invite disaster over, but if you do, make sure it wears a mask. And if you come to a flooded roadway, turn around, don't drown. But you have your free will, so you can do whatever you want, really. Man, usually Popocatépetl, the volcano in Mexico, is the most active. But this week, Volcano de Fuego in Guatemala has been the most active. So I guess we're all active somehow. And I guess it's kind of what my stomach feels like. All right, I don't usually talk about my stomach much, but that just kind of lets you know, I'll be cool, man. We're talking 10 to 20 degrees below normal for next week. So I won't be the only one that'll be cool, man. We have been tracking this disturbance from Russia, now over Mongolia, for quite some time, and what is about to be set in motion over the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have time to rehash all that shit, of which has been tweeted. We'll track forward and revisit when I do. But basically, short story, yep, we're expecting the hurricane action to get very dangerous in 2 to 3 weeks. Ooh, severe storms headed your way. Jim Tang, the astronaut's favorite weatherman, is like, is that physically possible? And then I'm like, that's what she said. And then Rob Maeda's like, sure, it's looking warmer by next weekend, but that's 600 DM high off the path near Canada through what? All I'm trying to say is everybody's freaking out about this. And when this shifts to the east, it would definitely block off action. And then you got some little weird hurricane storm thing trying to poke through it. Yeah, dude, 2020 is just going to keep on getting weird. And we have full major alerts up for September and October. Asteroid Fight Club super red alerts. I think they're going to be the worst months we've had to deal with so far, like on every level. We'll talk about that later. We had tornadoes and hail and straight line winds, and then super heat, and then flash floody, and then we got areas to watch. This is now Tropical Depression 15. And then the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic have heated back up again. And so we got plenty warm water to fuel hurricanes as we head into September. Not good news, really. This one should get the name Nana, or this one should get the name Nana. Either way, if it's named Nana, I don't think it's going to hurt anyone because all Nanas are awesome. Although that one's probably going to be Nana. I'll keep an eye on this one, though most people think it's just going straight through the Yucatan. But if you're in the Yucatan, you guys need to be paying attention, like Costa Rica and stuff, because it will probably be dangerous and getting its act together as it gets closer to Central America. Rebecca Abear is like methane bomb in Arctic. Do you know thawing permafrost can literally cause the ground to explode outward due to a buildup of methane gas? Such formations, first seen in 2014, are a symptom of a rapidly warming Arctic. And I'm like, no, this is like when they have those drill in the earth machines so you can build bunkers. That's what I think this is. You know? And so I think they got machines like that, like Molman machines. So you can believe whatever you want to. And that's what I'm going to believe, man. Sean Breslin letting us know colossal burn scars left behind by wildfires that were sparked by barely a month ago. This is from the Bay Area, the lightning fires, some of them still burning, I think. And so when California and the West Coast gets to a wet period, we're definitely going to have some mudslides, man. And Tuesday night, we get the next full moon. It's going to be the full Cornholio moon. TP for your bunghole. TP for your bunghole. Yeah, dude, from Siberia to the Western United States of America, everything has been on fire, yo. Crazy. So maybe the snow will put out the fires. So that is good news. All right. I'm going to try and get my sanity back. Dang, acid reflux? That sounds like an old man. Oh, dang it. Anywho, I'll be doing what I do. And if you would like to help me keep on doing what I do, you can send a snail mail contribution to T. Lewison, 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. This is what I do. This is like my only focus in life. I try and bring you guys the best information possible. I only got $1,297 left to raise with 3.5 days left to go. But be sure and take care of your family, your friends, and your pets first. And if you got anything left over and you think I did a great job last month or all this year or in the last 8 years, I'd be more than happy to help you help me keep doing what I do. And I'd like to say super duper thank you to Charles, Al, Deanna, Jess, Bill, Cody, Marlene, Leanne, Nova CR, Christine, Rampart, Zeus, Dan, and everybody out there who is super cool and helping us all keep it together, and everybody in Asteroid Fight Club. and everyone in the prayer warriors, everyone in atmospheric defense, all the cool people on Earth. I love you guys. All right, stay cool. Let's all feel better. And man, August was my least favorite month in 2020, and March was my second least favorite month in 2020. And yeah, we're definitely on super duper red alert for September and October. I'll get into that later. Oh, hey, I promised y'all this is not a forecast, but it's entertainment. But the para-GFS has been showing the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico spinning up some crazy stuff, and it's consistently shown something grow out of here and then go punch Florida, and then you have more coming out of here, and then you have one flying to Texas. It's all weird. And so this is for, entertainment purposes. Did I say that? Okay, great. And so we're just looking at it for fun. This is an added bonus I'm throwing onto the end of it because you guys are so awesome, and I'm just showing you the stuff that I track. Although, right after the hurricane was over, I did sleep a lot and tried to sleep some today a lot just because, man, my stomach feels like crap. What is this acid refluxy stuff? How do I get rid of it? Anyway, so yeah, we definitely think we're going to be dealing with more hurricanes. We've had 3 hurricanes hit the USA in 2020 already. I would guess we could see anywhere from 1 to 3, possibly 4, 5, or 6 if shit got really crazy. The most we've ever been hit by in one season is 7. That was in the 1800s, late 1800s. And so I would definitely prepare for at least 2 more, would be my guess. I'm guessing 3. And peak hurricane season is technically on the 10th, and that is 10 days away. And so be ready for it to just be crazy around the 10th. All right? I'll do what I do. You do what you do. And we'll meet in the middle, and then we will high five in a very sanitary way. Gloves on, I guess. I don't know. The acid reflux has made me crazy. This is the most times I've ever said acid reflux in a THORnews video. All right. Have a great day. God bless everyone. Stay cool.